If you're watching this, then that means I am not here because I am at the district office where I am doing an interview presentation for the district teacher of the year. So I'll have this interview today, and then they'll announce the winner from the top 5 on May the 12th. So cross your fingers and hope that the things that I say are the right things. So today we're going to start with a post assessment. So if you remember at the beginning of the year, we took this little 10-question assessment about geography, and I told you guys that we would then take it again at the end of the year. Well, that time is here. So we're going to put 20 minutes on a timer. So set a timer for 20 minutes, and you have 20 minutes to complete the assessment. Do your best because your goal is to score better this time than you did at the beginning of the year. So if you look right here, you can click SLO post assessment and it will take you to the test. If you finish before time's up, please go to your grades on the left side, check to see if you have anything missing, get that taken care of. I had several of you not complete the water stations completely, so let me just click on that right quick so we can talk about it. So in the 3 stations that we did, there were sections that you had to reflect on, and I'm finding that many of you did not do that. So after station 1, you were supposed to come in here and record your observations and reflections. So did your population have enough water? Explain. So I need a sentence here. What went through your mind as you kept pouring more and more water into the abundant population? Did you ever think it was too much? Again, how can you respond to this in sentence form? Then when you went to station 2, you had to mark how much water did you give to each of your needs, and then you had to reflect on that. Did you have enough? Explain. How did you decide to fill your need cups? What would it mean if you were only able to provide half the agricultural resources needed, your industrial resources, or your domestic or human need resources? So then you respond to that. So a sentence form here. Then in the economic scarcity where you had to go walk to get your water, did you have enough water to fill your population? Explain. How did you feel about having to do so much work to collect your water when you had potentially clean water right in front of you? So, we talked a little bit about this, like Ukraine is probably experiencing this in some of their states or cities in their country because of they're at war, so they don't have access to water that they had access to 5 weeks ago. So how might you be feeling about that? Reflect on that. And then the final one was you were supposed to decide how you felt about each of these ideas of conserving water, and then under here you were to write your speech as if you were the mayor instructing your community of how you plan to solve the water crisis. Okay, so make sure you've done all of that when you turn this document in. Okay, so back on our page of where we are, so work on anything that you have missing during that 20 minutes. And then we're going to put, once we've had time to do our activator, we're going to put 15 minutes on the clock in order for you to complete your graphic organizer and your poster. So if you have not turned in your water scarcity poster and your graphic organizer, put your graphic organizer here, turn your poster in twice, here on informational and here on poster. Okay, all of that's in today's link. And then at the last 10 minutes of class, we're going to move into this political borders and investigating existing borders around the world. So if you come to this activator, you'll see that we're talking today in a new unit. This is our political borders unit. And the idea that countries have physical borders around them. Now, those borders can either be real or imagined. So it's a boundary is placed that marks an edge or a limit. Okay, so we're going to look at several boundaries found around the world. Look at the pictures so that you can answer the questions that followed. This is Hadrian's Wall. It separates Scotland and England. Here you have the Beach of Wisdom. This separates Germany from Poland. Here you can see this road separates Spain from Portugal. So Spain is this upper part, and then it goes into Portugal here. This separates Belarus from Lithuania. So when you look at these pictures, think about what relations these countries might have. How are they similar? How are they different? So what would you say about the relationship between Belarus and Lithuania? What do you notice that's visibly different between Spain and Portugal? This is Haiti and the Dominican Republic. So this land is a shared island, but this side has been overused by sugarcane crops, leaving the area depleted of nutrients it needs to look like this, to have this growth and to have crops. So this divider between Haiti and Dominican Republic, this is the divider between India and Pakistan. Here you have Saudi Arabia and Bahrain. So this bridge here, the left side is Saudi Arabia's side and the right side is Bahrain's. So they share this passageway, but then that would also mean they probably have to share this waterway. This is a border that runs between Russia and Estonia. So 3 things I want you to reflect on here. So this is a blog, so write in paragraph sentence form. What are some of the ways countries around the world are divided? So just go look at some of the physical dividers. Are they divided? What can you tell about relationships between countries? Specify evidence from pictures. So let's say you want to talk about Russia and Estonia. Refer to that name above the picture. You can tell that Russia and Estonia's relationship and finish that out, okay? And then what might cause conflict between neighboring countries? So this is not explicit in the pictures, but using your prior knowledge of what you know about the world, why would you think that countries might have conflict? If they border one another, what could possibly cause them to have a conflict? All right, so that's what we're going to finish the class period with. So right now, we're going to go to our SLO. You have 20 minutes to finish the SLO. Then go on to any missing work that you have. Then we're going to put 15 minutes on to finish your water scarcity graphic organizer and or poster, and then finish the class period out with your investigating political borders. All right, I will see you tomorrow.